Hey guys, um, a lot of exciting stuff is gonna be uploaded soon. I'm gonna cover downstream run reviews. So, whenever you do a tech transfer, for clinical or mostly clinical, you have or even PPQs run reviews. So you do a campaign, and right after every campaign you do a run review, and in the review you go over pro A cycles, what happened, and I'm gonna go into in depth what are the usual issues and what issues that come up in pro A, CX, hydrophobic interaction column, etc., multimodal column. And then we're gonna go through process modeling, facility fit, manufacturability assessment, process characterization, and automation reviews. So this is very exciting. I'm gonna go into a lot of in depth. My take is gonna be 5 times. I'm gonna cover at least 5 runs. And then mass balance times 5, facility fit. One more thing, buffer. Buffer requirement and manufacturability assessment, process characterization, and automation reviews. So this is gonna be exciting. The first video I'm gonna cover it's in depth 5 runs. I'm gonna go into detail. Actually, I'm gonna make a slide right now. So I'm gonna cover Pro A column. Give me 1 second. So I'm gonna start off with the HCCF titer, and then it's in grams per liters. The more practice you do, the better you become. HCCF uh, initial weight kicks. Yeah, I'm gonna start off with HCCF titer, then HCCF weight, kilograms, uh, initial total protein grams. Then yeah, initial total protein grams. You convert the kicks into liters, and then you divide that by you multiply that. So for example, you have your liters and HCCF, and then you divide that by sorry, you multiply that by the HCCF titer to get the um you multiply that by the HCCF titer to get the total to get the protein out of it. The protein that you're gonna load, total protein. Whatever, right? And then you're gonna go on to actual protein that is loaded onto Pro A. Then you're gonna go into column loading factor, grams per liters resin, like for each. So let's say you have 10 cycle, you have 5 cycles, so you per cycle how much loading, what's the loading column loading factor is. And then pool volume, there are issues with pool volumes. It depends how the conductivity is and etc. I mean, for hydrophobic, yes. For sorry, multimodal, yes. The conductivity matters. The and then uh and then pool volume, combined pool volume. Yeah, there are issues with the pool volume. Sometimes pool volume is bigger as compared to the previous runs, so you have to figure out if there are impurities coming in, why they're high, whether there are impurities coming in, what was the conductivity, was it different? Because if you have if the conductivity is off, then your impurities won't bind to the resin, and then your pool volumes is going to be bigger, right? And then you calculate the step yield, um, and the step yield is usually looked at, and from the small scale runs you mostly know what your step yield is gonna look like, so you can compare. Then you have VI incubation pH, um, acid hydrant ratio. Then you have base hydrant ratio, ml per liter, depth filter loading liter per meter square, and then you have VIP volume per liter. Then you have FVIP protein cons per grams per liters. So you go through all this stuff. Um, Let me limit this to Pro A. VI is the next step, so I'm gonna make a different slide for the VI. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna make another video. Or should I go on? Yeah, I should just go on. VI, is it done? FVIP total, FVIP. So basically, the goal is to get the step yield. To go to the step yield, they just look at the step yield. How was the step yield? And that's the goal, right? And So that's the goal, and then the next step is the next step is CEX, and then they start off with the loading conditioning factor, and in the conditioning, oh yeah, that's important. They do the conditioning of the pool, FEIP pool, FEIP pool conditioning factor, liter per FVIP, and then they also do the measure the conductivity. And then they do actual total protein loaded on CX grams. CX, and then CX conditioning, and then they measure the conductivity right after that. After doing the conductivity, this is the conditioning factor, actual total protein loaded on CX, then